Hi there, it's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com and the Empathic Woman System, and the word of the day is illusion. And I choose this word because I was doing a reading recently and we were talking about how we can experience illusion as thought and illusion as emotion. And we were talking about how, particularly as highly sensitive empathic women, it can be really easy to get sucked into emotion because not only do we feel our own feelings and our own stuff coming up, but we also will end up feeling the feelings of other people and picking up their stress, their worry, their anxiety. And so, what we were talking about was how, with mental illusions, it can often be easy to at least acknowledge the possibility that our thoughts are distorted, that our feelings are being clouded by either a past experience or by some fear or a projection that's going on. And so a lot of times we can use logic and reason and just sort of sorting through the data and kind of crunching through the mental numbers to recognize when something isn't quite accurate, when we are experiencing an illusion as opposed to the truth. And as a result, we can often take actions or make choices based on what we know as opposed to what we think may be real, but is actually based on a projection, based on imagination, and based on worry and fear, not necessarily based on or not based on truth. Except that what we were realizing, and as I was doing this reading and we were talking about, is that emotions, on the other hand, tend to be taken very seriously in this society. A lot of us just automatically assume, if we're feeling a feeling, that it's legit, that it's real, and that as a result, we need to do something about it. I think in general, for most of us, there's a sense of urgency when we feel a feeling and that we need to do something, that we need to act on it. So a lot of times our emotions, tends to be what's driving our bus, tends to be what's directing our actions and making us make decisions, because we're either running towards something or being pushed towards something by an emotion, or running away from something by an emotion, or seeking some form of relief, or taking action because we want either to enhance and increase an emotion or because we don't want to be feeling the emotion anymore. But the thing is that because we tend to take emotions so seriously, I think in general as a culture, we don't question our emotions as much. And as a result, we don't question whether they're an illusion. We don't question where they're coming from. We don't question whether the feelings are coming from sort of something contemporary, something current, something that is actually sort of the truth of this very moment, or if it's about something that is in the past that's affecting the way we experience things now, or it's about imagining something in the future. And I think this can make it really hard when we live in a world where most of us tend to respond and react based on our feelings very quickly and often impulsively. And so as we were talking during this reading, it became really clear that one of the things that is so important for all of us, but especially for those of us who are highly sensitive and empathic, is to have the ability to step away from the action when we're feeling a feeling. Certainly I'm not talking about not when you see like a little kid running into the middle of the road and, they're chasing a ball and there's a truck coming. You just act. You just do something. But a lot of times when we have a feeling, instead of acting rashly, instead of acting swiftly, instead of acting quickly, when we can take some time to step back and just look and examine it and sit with it, a lot of times the emotion will pass and clarity will come afterwards. But when we act on the emotion immediately, we set a whole sort of chain of events in motion that may or may not be serving us that well. So, my question to you right now is, in what ways are emotions, particularly the illusion of emotions, like emotions that are based on illusion, that are not based on fact, that are not necessarily based on truth, in what way are these illusions driving your bus right now? In what ways are you responding to feelings before thinking it through, before taking time, before just being mindful and sitting with the feelings? How are emotions driving your bus? How are they influencing your choices? How are they influencing your actions? And do you find yourself getting sucked into emotions that are based on illusion and taking them as truth frequently? Or do you recognize when those illusions are rearing their head and have the ability to step back and step away? So I'd love to hear what you have to say about all this. Please leave a comment below. And until next word of the day, I'm wishing you peace and ease and freedom from illusion. And in the meantime, please like this, share this with people that would be interested in what I have to say. Thank you so much.